Well, not even the appearance on the pitch of coach Stern John could spare the blushes of the Central Sharks, who crashed to a 2-0 defeat to neighbours and second place W Connections. But the win wasn't enough to help the Savanetta boys overtake leaders Northeast Stars, who also had a similar 2-0 win over a resurgent club Sando outfit as Pro League action invaded the Atherbolden Stadium last evening. Recent form suggested that they were not to be taken lightly, and they almost broke the game wide open with two good looks here, only to be denied at every turn. Then at the other end, Northeast hit pay dirt when Denzel Theobald's wicked free kick flew in on the half-hour mark to give the Stars the 1-0 lead at the break. Nothing Kelvin Henry could do about that debut goal for Bleeder. They turned it up a notch in the second half, and Rondon Winchester was cursing his luck here as Henry denied him a sure goal. They should have added another here when this low cross from Akeem Garcia was crashed onto the bar by Jamil Neptune when scoring looked simpler. But Winchester had his back as he went solo, took on a heap of defenders, and almost without warning fired a bullet past Henry for 2-0 on the hour mark. Stars cruising now. Then it went from bad to worse for Sando when Jason Joseph's clumsy tackle on Winchester was punished by referee Michael Mohammed with a second yellow and eventual red, forcing him to have to leave the field in the 76th minute. But they couldn't take advantage of their superior numbers, and Stars walked off 2-0 winners and still leaders in the TT Pro League. That's because W Connections battled holders Central FC and wasted a host of good chances. But the Sharks almost broke the deadlock when this effort flashes across the face of Jelani Archibald's goal. Still, Connections kept probing, but they couldn't find a way past Kern Caesar in goal for the Sharks. That's until the 34th minute, when Neil Benjamin Jr. popped up at the back post to keep the play alive, and he finishes with some assurance to break the deadlock with his 8th of the season. Still, the Sharks responded and came close themselves, only to find Archibald ready and waiting. And just before the half, they came close again, and this cross somehow eludes everyone in the area and ran out to safety to keep it at 1-0 Connections at the interval. The Sharks tried to find the equalizer, but again, Archibald was standing tall in goal for Connections. And then their best chance came as a result of a defensive blunder, but Archibald's blushes were spared when the shot went up and over. But in an ill-advised throw-in, it puts the pressure on the defender, who was always going to be second best to Marcus Joseph, who took advantage and made it 2-0 in the 76th with his 6th of the season. There was no further scoring in this one, and Connections kept up the pressure on Northeast Stars with a similar 2-0 victory over the Central Sharks.